It's been so long since I haven't seen my babe. It's been so long since she hasn't been around. So I'm waiting for the day for her to come in, my love. Wow, 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 wow. You may know, because when my baby come home, I can't get I ease her.
Ah, fire.
Can't give them too much higher.
Yeah,
You
man.
don't know how it goes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm here, Yahweh Magazine, with Don Perez, world-renowned reggae artist who also sings reggae in Spanish. Don, if you was to introduce yourself to the world, you know, Jay-Z, he says, you know, allow me to reintroduce myself, you know, so what would you tell the world who Don Perez is?
Well, I would tell them that I am an international artist, that I'm Spanish, African, Taino, Indian, Puerto Rican, and music is my life, and music is what I do.
Okay, and now, how did you learn how to speak patois so well? And not just speak patois, I mean, I know you know about the culture, you know the ins and outs about the, not just the Jamaican culture, but the West Indian culture, period. Like, how did you become so fluent?
Well, when I started, in the 80s, I was introduced to a gentleman named Kaya. His name was Avon Buchanan, who was the leader of Kaya and the Movement Band. So I started living with him, and I just adapt. You know, I'm like a sponge. I just soak it up. So tell me our next song you want to hear.
Hey, man.
What's the next question?
Let my music play. That's got to be the next single. You know that?
Well, I love that song. It's like I wrote that song because I was getting so much havoc. People wouldn't let me like do my music, you know. And they would say, "Well, you have to do this kind of music. You have to do that kind of music." And I said, "Nah, man. You have to let my music play." So you know, that's how I came about that song. You know.
Okay.
It was a very inspirational song. And it was that I was in the studio and I wanted to do something. I came with that feeling, you know.
Right.
It's like, let my music play. So I put it together, and it came out a nice little piece, you know.
And how about Frontline?
Well, Frontline is a song
that's like, those are my two favorite right there, right there.
Frontline is a song that I wrote because I feel like I'm on the front line. You know, when it comes to music, because it's a revolution when it comes to music. You know, and for me to be, you know, my background is a Spanish background. You know, but I have like embraced the reggae music so much. You know, that it's such a big part of me, and you know, I'm actually on the front line. You know, I remember when I first started. Back in the 80s, you know, when you know, reggae music in Spanish wasn't popular, they would say to me, "Oh, you can't do that. You're not Jamaican. You know, that don't sound right." And now look at it. You know, it's like the biggest thing around. You know.
Well, and the thing is, the biggest is reggaeton. It's not even.
But that's not. You know, reggaeton is just a beat. What it is just house music with a reggae drum track.
Yeah.
You know, one little reggae drum track.
Yeah.
You know, doom, doom, ga, doom, doom, ga, doom, and then they mix in the house and do their little lyrics. But it's not something that's original, like a one drop, or it's not Shankai Shea rhythm. It's not you know, it's not a rockers. You know what I'm saying? It's not a culture rhythm or a Nyabingi rhythm. It's just one little rhythm that run.
Right.
You know, because if what I do is like, I can't take a Rastaman rhythm, like a I just said it. Like I can't think
Nah,
of
Bingy?
Bingy rhythm, you know, that doom doom, kaka doom boom, beep beep bing boom boom, you know, because I wrote a song like that that's called Aquí estoy yo frente a su puerta. You know, it goes, aquí estoy yo frente a su puerta, pidiéndole yo a usted, a ver si usted me deja entrar, tiki boom boom. Ding, boom, boom, tippy, pee, you know. So what I'm saying in there is that I said, oh Lord, here I am in front of your gates, waiting to come in, you know, because I love the reggae music because it's so spiritual,
Right.
you know, and it just uplifts my spirit. And you know, when you, like I said earlier, you know, when the Father touch you, you can't go back, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what I do, you know.
So, what connection do you see? What's the connection between like Puerto Rico and Jamaica?
Well, the connection for me is music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's basically the same cultures. You know, it's just in a different version.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like we eat the same foods.
Right.
You know, we eat plantains, we eat rice and beans.
Right.
You know, it's just they cook more with curry.
Right.
You know, ackee and saltfish is a national dish.
Right.
You know, which really ackee and saltfish is just bacalao.
Right.
You know, and it's a very similar culture. It's just in a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like you can take a musical note and invert it. You know, so that's how it is. You know.
So like you're not like, you don't feel like the reggaeton artist though, like you don't like,
Well,
you just letting them do their thing.
I'm just letting them do their
happy
thing
that
until I'm ready to come back out.
Yeah.
You know, because it's hot, it's popular, everybody loves it. It really has grown, but it's not. I'll give you an example. It's like when the slackness was out.
Right.
You know, so right now to me reggaeton is slackness because that's what they talk about.
Oh, yeah, right.
But when
the content, the
content of the music.
Yeah.
But when Luciano and Garnic Silk came out, what they did, they flipped it and made the culture and the music pure culture.
Right.
So that when I come out, that's what I'm gonna give them.
Right.
It's culture music in Spanish.
Gotcha.
With the real authentic reggae sound.
Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of Cultura Profética?
I'm not gonna say I have, but no, I haven't.
You would like them. You would appreciate them.
Well,
they
you know
came
what,
out.
I have heard some people with it, but the thing with reggae music is a sound. You can't come soft. Any Jamaican will tell you, boss, them think they are soft. You can't come soft. You have to come strong. You have to come hard.
Right.
You know, when you do a one drop, you go, you have to come hard with it. You just can't come some little mediocre, you know, sound like reggae music. It has to come authentic. You have to be strong, you know?
Right.
You know, when you sing on the music like that, you really have to sing with your heart and your soul.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You can't come out, you know, Mickey Mousing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on.